there, folks. So this is our first battle report of our new channel. Name to be announced. Hopefully something that has to do with our team name. Playing with Rich. I'm, of course, Thomas on camera here. So you'll get me here in a second. We are playing an 1850 mission. We just found out the ITC is staying at 1850 for the time being. We're playing here on a fat mat that Rich picked up at the LVO. We're playing the brand new missions with a brand new way of scoring at mission 4, the scouring mission. So we'll be going along doing that. We have rolled all of our stuff, preset all of our stuff. Here's our table on a cool fat mat. I don't know what the name of it is.
Desert something.
Desert something. We've got some terrain here that's kind of some older terrain. We're in the process. We're gonna
updating it.
We're gonna update it. We're gonna make it We're gonna make it more line of sight blocking, more up to kind of the tournament standard, ITC tournament standard. So anyway, placing objectives. I won the roll off. I had to place an objective first. I placed my number 1 here. Rich placed his number 1 over there. Then I went ahead and placed my number 3 over here in his deployment zone. And then he placed number 2 over there. It's also in my deployment zone. It's placed over 30 inches, so he can place it in my deployment zone. I placed my number 2 over here, about 6 inches from the table edge, 12 inches from that other guy, a little more than 12 inches from that other guy. And then he did a little triangle. His goal being he's going to have this little triangle of power here in my deployment zone.
Triangle of power, I like that.
All right, cool. So we just played the roll. We just rolled the rolls for night fight. We did not have night fight, and I won the roll off to go to choose turn order. I chose to go second because my list is very drop pod heavy. So Rich is going to deploy.
I do want to make a comment about this battle in particular. I'm not bringing my war boss Chirag far for this battle because he is, so far, he's 3-0 against against Thomas, his Marines.
That's right, but true, yeah.
Thomas is 3-0 against any war boss besides Chirag that I have brought.
That's true. That's true.
So we're 3-3 in our game.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, and it's been a long time, years in the making of those. And we decided we were going to do a classic. So we've got his Orks versus my original purple Salamander-style Marines, and in fact, I even brought them as Salamanders.
Yes.
Salamander Chapter Tactics. So I was mad scrambling to try and figure out what I was going to bring. I think I brought something kind of fun, and you're trying out the new.
I'm going to try the Warband.
The brand new one.
Brand new War Gazgul book is here.
Just came out.
Yeah, and I'm not. I mean, there's some problems with it, and I mean the cost. There's some really expensive stuff, but we're going to see how it does, and it'll be really tough, I think, against all the flamers that Thomas will probably have in his armor.
I do have a lot of flamers in the armor. I put extra flamers in. No, I did build the list knowing that you were that I was playing against Orks.
Well, I'm excited to see what it'll do. So
had to think in terms of what happens if every turn you have Fearless.
Which I probably will.
You're going to, unless I decide to seize on you for some reason.
Right.
Now that I've chosen to go second. So anyway, he's going to deploy. I'll deploy. We'll come back, look at the deployment, and then we'll, if there's a seize roll needed, we'll do that, and then we'll start playing. We've deployed. Here's Rich's deployment. Well, I'll have him tell you about it.
Very odd deployment, but knowing how many flamers and heavy flamers that Thomas has, I deployed outside of my trucks, forming walls. My plan is to scout the Devcopters forward and increase the range, so if he drops right here, he can flame, but he won't be able to kill a ton of guys.
Yeah, it won't kill a ton of guys.
And also hitting trucks with flamers, you just do D6 flamer shots inside, so don't deploy in the trucks until he's on the ground. Once he's on the ground, then we can mount up and go find him.
Right.
So this is just kind of to stop that initial alpha strike. The Devcopters...
If I was going to seize, right?
If you're going to seize. Right. So the big mech with the combi...
Because currently you have first turn.
Yes, the big mech with the mega force field is actually within range of all of that, including all the trucks. So they all have a 4+ invulnerable save. If he does jump down, and I'm saying, yeah. So my first turn will not be very long because I'm not going to go out until he's down. It's going to be very interesting. So yeah, on my turn 1,
you'll get to scout your move. Well,
I will scout.
Let's look at my deployment.
Yeah,
real quick.
Look at his.
My deployment was just the 2 rhinos. This rhino here named Sibian has a tactical squad with a combi melta and a flamer in it, and that is the Devastator squad over there with the 2 multi-meltas. So that's my whole deployment. And you can make your scout moves.
Yep.
And then I already told him off camera I was not going to seize. I'm not going to. Go ahead and roll. So go ahead and roll, Rich. I'm not going to seize.
Okay.
Hey, good luck to you, sir.
Good luck to you, Tom.
On-camera handshake.
This is going to be great.
Yeah, this will be fun. It's an interesting strategy he's got here to try and counter me.
So here's my 3, and you at the top of my turn, I get a 4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6 are destroyed enemy units. So you could choose, if you want, to you're going to drop one of them,
right?
And then you can choose if you rolled at least 2 of the same thing. You could choose to say, okay, I'm going to destroy 3 enemy units,
which is not likely with the current.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go for 2.
2.
So
okay.
I will go for 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
They're bigger numbers.
They're bigger numbers. That sounds orky. All right, man. So we'll go from after your first turn movement, and then we'll come back.
Yep.
Preface here, we went into the shooting phase as far as him making his run rolls just to save time.
Yeah, to save time, I went ahead and made my runs because most of my stuff is not shooting. So I moved everything forward, kind of stretched my lines. If he wants to risk some really close to the edge drop pods with his drop pods, he could.
Yep.
So there's a couple of places that he could do that. But generally, I've kept my block so that when he deep strikes, I can take some hits from the edges, but it's not going to evaporate my whole army.
Right.
So now I get to fire a bunch of rockets at that truck right there.
Okay.
Or that. You know how orcs call everything trucks,
right?
And all boys boys. So
right.
You got beaky boys, and you got fish head boys, and
fish head boys.
So
I think of them as weak. Fish head boys are weak.
Okay, so we're gonna start shooting. The first is this twin link death copped into there. No. The second one hit.
Yep.
I'm rolling both together, just saves time.
Yep.
It's twin link, so strength 8. That's a pen.
Okay.
You have a cover save. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Goes through.
So and that one is a 4.
So stunned.
So he's stunned.
Okay. We'll get a token for that in a second.
And then the third one hit. Strength 8. That's another pen. Go ahead and save.
Nope.
And hit.
No,
that's
it's immobilized.
Immobilized and stunned. And then the last
one.
Dev Kapta. Missed.
Yay.
So now we've got a few trucks that are in range. So this one can see it through the windows, but he's just out. I think most of them are just out. They're all just out of range.
Okay.
So I'm done shooting.
All right.
I did immobilized
and stunned. So at the end of the shooting phase, here's the shake and check for the squad inside. They are shaken. So they will snap shoot next turn. And I'll put some markings on that, and then we'll go to my turn 1. Phase. So I dropped some pods. I was trying to be wild about it, like I wanted to fly off the table because it's a 50% chance. It's a 50% chance when that happens that you just go back into ongoing reserves. And I was like, you know what? Even if I had one that he got to place somewhere, there's a 1 in 6 chance something just dies. It'd be better almost for me to not have stuff on the table, so to force him to spread his stuff out, force him the turn where he's not getting to do what he wants to do, which is get in close combat. Another turn of him not really doing anything with all of his army to me. It's tactics of a reserve army. But anyway, I put 3 pods down. All 3 of them stuck. Well, that's not true. This one stuck. This one actually went 8 inches towards him, which meant it just stayed. And that went 2 inches toward him, which meant it stayed. So, yeah, this one over there is going for the objective, which they're on currently, though those guys are not objective secured, so it's always possible he'll just come take it from me. So I have a unit of Stern Guard over there with two combi meltas, 1 combi flamer, and a librarian. I have a tactical squad in the corner here. It's flamer right there. Here's the assault squad with 2 flamers and my captain. And then another Stern Guard squad with 4 combi flamers and a librarian right here. So that's that. And then otherwise movement. These guys kind of flopped their movement. They only rolled 2. I was trying to go through difficult terrain. I wanted to back away from getting charged, but they're going to just get charged, so whatever. Over here, this obviously just sat still because it was stunned and immobilized. This guy went through this wall here and is here within 3 inches of these guys, and he'll probably pop smoke during the shooting phase. My goal just to be there to hold that objective, which is one of my maelstrom points.
Hey.
Psychic phase. Here is my roll, 4, so everyone gets 4 dice.
Yep.
And I have 2 librarians on the table, so I have a total of 8 dice.
They're level 2. All 4 level 2s.
All 4 level 2s.
And which ones are these?
Well, they all have kind of craft power, so it doesn't really matter.
Good.
This guy right here has mental fortitude and hallucination.
Okay.
And the other one has the
This one over here.
terrify and mental fortitude,
Awesome.
as well as force and psychic shriek.
Okay.
So, what war boss is this guy right here?
That is just a war boss.
Doesn't have anything fancy. Just
Nope,
a power
just
claw.
power claw.
Okay, and what unit is he part of?
He's got, he's a mech and then 3 knobs.
A mech and 3 knobs.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're going to, and he's leader. What leadership?
He's leadership 9.
Leadership 9.
He is fearless, but he's
Yep.
leadership 9.
Okay, I'm going to cast on 3 dice. I'm going to cast Terrify on them.
Okay. What does that do?
Effectively, what the power reads is that it minuses 1 from your leadership. Here, I'll read it. Terrify is a malediction that targets a single enemy unit within 24 inches. While the power is in effect, the target has a -1 penalty to their leadership and treats all enemy units as having the fear special rule.
Okay.
Furthermore, the target must take a morale test at the end of the fight phase. Well, you're fearless, so you're going to auto-pass the morale test.
And the fear won't matter.
The fear won't matter because, again, you're fearless, so you auto-pass the fear test. The goal being for me to get you to
-1 leadership.
-1 leadership
For psychic
for
shriek.
Psychic Shriek.
Got it.
Okay, so I'm going to roll, I'm going to roll 2 dice at that.
Okay.
Succeed by 1.
Succeeds by 1. I'll let it go.
Okay, now we're going to Psychic Shriek them on 3 dice. 3 successes.
Okay. And how many? That does 2d6? What is
It's you roll.
D6.
It's a psychic shooting attack. By the way, do you mind if I declare my tactical doctrine as I drop?
That's fine.
Okay, tactical doctrine. It's a psychic shooting attack, and I roll against your leadership on 3d6. Anything over your leadership total is a number of wounds that you don't get armor or cover from.
You don't have to roll to hit.
I do have to roll to hit because it's a psychic shooting attack.
With just 1 attack?
Just
or
one
with,
attack.
Okay.
So roll 1 die to hit.
Okay. And I can negate it on a...
Yeah, I got 3 successes.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm not going to waste my dice.
Not gonna waste your dice.
Nope.
Okay, so here's my roll. I hit.
Okay.
Here's your leadership. You are -1 to your
I'm at
leadership.
8.
So yeah, there we go.
So 6 hits. 6 wounds.
6 wounds.
6 wounds.
Start on this guy. No armor or cover.
No armor or cover. So he's dead.
Okay.
That's 1.
Yep.
I have 5 on the war boss. He will look out, sir.
Yep.
So he's got 4. You can't, no armor or cover.
No
So
armor or cover.
4. All four.
All 4.
That's 2 dead knobs.
2 dead knobs.
And his last one, he takes.
He takes a wound. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Couple dead knobs.
Yep.
And a wound on a war boss.
Yep.
That's nice.
I will grab that wound marker when we have a chance.
Okay, and so that was 5 of my dice. I have 3 dice left. This librarian right here is going to Psychic Shriek. Where's this unit right here? Where's the
That's
one?
basically-
No, we're going to shoot this guy.
Okay.
We're shooting.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember now.
With
That's
Psychic
what I was gonna
Shriek?
do. Yeah, Psychic
Okay.
Shriek on him. It's 1 success.
1 success. We'll try and stop that.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay, cool. That was it's productive psychic phase. I'm happy with that.
Mhm.
Okay, so we'll go to shooting phase.
Yep.
One of my guys is now floating around the table. Got my little guy here. He's helping me out. Hey boy, I'm gonna do some shooting now. Okay. So this unit right here is gonna shoot into this truck. So here's
Shooting the truck.
the
Okay.
truck. Here's the 2 combi meltas into the truck. I rolled a 2 and
One
a 4.
hit.
The 2 misses.
Okay.
A 4. Looking for a 2 to glance you.
That will glance.
Yep. So you have, I think you're within 4 inches of your
I am.
force field. So,
Force field save of a 4+.
yep.
Yes. So
Okay.
nothing on the truck.
And then I'm going to shoot bolters at you.
Yes.
We'll just shoot, everything's just regular bolters here from the other 3 stern guard guys, and then I'm going to throw the library in as well.
Got it.
And I reroll 1s because of the tactical doctrine.
Got it.
So 5 hits, looking for
6s.
nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. This storm bolter here is going to shoot at. We're going to wait on the storm bolter there. This squad will pop smoke. Let's put a die on there to show it's popping smoke. I'm going to try to fix this mobilized result.
Okay.
Nope. It's the opposite roll. The guys inside will shoot 2 multi-meltas into one
They are
of these
snap
guys.
shooting because
Would
they
you
did
like to jink?
snap shooting multi-meltas.
Your top is 5, right?
Yes.
So-
No, I won't zinc.
Okay. Rerolling ones because of the doctrine. I do
One
hit
hit.
you once for a wound.
So 1 wound.
So 1 wound on that guy.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Okay. That was that.
So with a lot.
Over here. Now we got all the flamer fun.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with this unit here, shooting into this unit of boys here.
Uh-huh.
So we
checked it earlier.
We checked earlier. These guys are each going to hit 4, and this guy's going to hit 3.
Right.
So that's a total of 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 9, 11, looking for 4s.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice roll. And then I get to re-roll because I'm a salamander.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
8.
8 wounds.
8
I
wounds.
feel like you should record that.
So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
5. And then you want to look out.
This
for
guy's
him.
in
Yeah, this guy
6.
6. Okay.
6. This one's in
7.
7. And then the knob,
The knob actually will have to take it.
he
now.
takes that
Well,
one.
hold on.
Oh, no,
Is this guy
because
part of the unit?
this guy is too.
Those guys are both part of the unit.
Yeah.
Let's see who's closer.
Check that.
He's 4. He's over 4. It is going to hit the knob.
So the knob will take
The
one.
knob will take him away. Okay. Now we'll shoot the bolt pistol from.
Now he can't look out, sir, because they're too far away.
Too far away.
Correct.
Now. Bolt pistol from the librarian. Yes. Now the 2, the one guy, the 2 guys that didn't shoot. They're going to shoot wounds on 2. Or let's see. They're going to shoot wounds on 2 rounds because your guy is still the closest. And rerolling ones.
4
So
hits.
looking for 2s. 4 more saves. These are AP 5.
So he's going to be dead.
Kill the knob.
That's
And then
1. And then how many more?
This guy. Well, it's 3 more. You're going to get cover saves.
Okay. And how many have you killed so far? How many are on the ground over there?
I have. There are 7 over here.
8.
8 with the knob.
So I only have 2 guys left, and here's their 3 saves to see if they save
One
2.
of them will.
Oh, 1 died. So this closest one. So I have 1 guy left. It's this guy right here, red. Yep.
Cool. A storm bolter off the drop pod.
Shoot at him. Got it.
2
2
hits.
hits.
Looking for
4s.
4s.
1 wound. He does get cover,
Yep.
which he makes.
And then this storm bolter.
Ah,
We gotta get him. 1 hit.
1 hit. 1 wound. Cover. Come on, buddy. He saved it.
Man, that worked. All right. Well, we're gonna get him still. We're gonna figure this out. We gotta get that kill somehow. Okay. Probably gonna be this storm bolter. Yep. This storm bolter from that drop pod there. 1 hit. 1 wound.
Wound.
Come on, buddy.
I could go to ground, but I don't need to. See?
Oh man! Alright, well I've exhausted my ability to deal with that guy.
Whoa!
Well, that's too bad. It's a maelstrom point, probably lost. Okay, here's this assault squad.
And you're choosing the upper level?
Upper level, we're going after the what are those guys?
The Ludas.
Ludas, thank you. Going after the Ludas. So we've got 6 hits from the flamers. Reroll. Because of the salamanders.
Salamanders.
5 of them.
5, that's everybody.
Hold on.
Are they all in range?
Make sure that he's in range here. 8 1/4. Yep, they're all in range.
They're all dead. So you got your
Got
maelstrom
my
point.
maelstrom point. Got rid of the Ludas.
Well,
Which you forgot to shoot.
I did forget to
We
shoot
just
the
talked about
Ludas.
that. But that's one of those things, right? Where we're playing a game. We're playing a tournament style game. Friendly atmosphere, tournament style game. Not trying to keep time, but trying to learn the tactics of the
Yes,
list.
yes.
Learn the missions. Have a good time, but at the same time, still play competitively. All right, so we're going to go to this last squad of guys here.
Right?
They're shooting into this.
There is 1 flamer, yep.
There is 1 flamer. He's only going to
3.
get like 3 guys.
Yep.
I don't think there's anywhere you can go. I can knock models around. He's out of that model. So yeah, he's only going to get 3.
3 models.
Again, sorry about the terrain work. Like
All
we
right,
said,
we're working on it.
We're working on it. You're making a lot of noise in the background, buddy, aren't you? And you're moving my models all over the table.
That's right. I remember where they were.
So here's the 3 from the flamer.
1 wound.
1 re-rolling.
1, 2. 2 dead.
2 guys. Are
So 1, and then this guy's closest. So these 2 guys.
Yep. And then we're going to shoot bolters.
1,
2, 3, 4. The knob's the closest guy.
Probably. Yeah.
All right. Let me think about this. Do I want to throw a grenade? We'll throw 1 grenade.
Okay.
I hit.
Hit.
It's a wound. String 6.
Okay. So that's a wound on the knob. He will look out, sir. He will look out, sir. That's cocked.
Yep.
Yes.
Good. So the guy,
dead boy.
the next guy dies. So here is the bolters. Rerolling to hit because we're a tactical squad. Everything hit. Looking for 4s.
4s to wound. 3 wounds. 3 wounds. I will look out, sir, those.
Yep.
He did 2. He takes 1 wound.
Yep.
And the other 2, are they in cover? I think they are.
Yep.
So saved 1. That one's cocked. So 1 boy dead. And a wound on the knob.
That guy. There's this guy here.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. And then the storm bolter on the drop pod will fire at. I don't think I can reach this last lone guy. Oh, I can. We're gonna fire at the lone ranger.
Okay.
The guy who survived 3 storm bolter shots.
Got hit. No wound. 4 storm bolter shots.
Curses!